When people give you this lie of safety, they will tell you this nonsense. They will tell you, do this, do that. Your idea sucks. Like, there's other people can do it better. And that's so wrong. I only know this now because I actually went into the real world and actually just started my brand. And opportunities came, opportunities came accordingly. It's not always immediate, yeah. I feel like I lost something. But that's none of your concern, is it? So, why do people give this advice? I mean, I understand, to be very honest with you, when I started my brand, I did it in a depressive state. Like, the whole idea and everything, I was in a point of my life. I was really always focused on other people, and I didn't take care of what I want with my life. This person was complaining about their life. This person was complaining about money and wanting money. But they don't want the solution. A lot of people are like that. But obviously I couldn't be together with such a person. There were other problems. And I'm like, I devoted my life to you. Man, I shouldn't have done it, right? And now that I have a child, I can only do that for my child because you're not pulling your weight. So long story short, I left and I didn't know who I was anymore. I was 7 years with someone. I know better now. But it took me a while to get back to myself. I feel like it took me 3 years, to be honest with you, because now it's about 3 years ago. And this advice that people give online, it never worked for me. And sometimes it's my own fault, yeah. But like, what do you do if you feel like you have to do certain things that you just are... It's not that you're not good at it only. It's that it really drains you. And it doesn't... Like, what I do now, it still has effort. I still need to do a lot. If I count the time, it's probably a lot of time I spend on working on, like, just setting up this brand and getting it going. I'm not coming to you like, oh, I make £10,000 a month on my brand. And it's for a good reason, because even though I'm just starting out, I already see way more payback, so to speak. Opportunities come, people. I'm not a super social person. I'm a single mother. I don't have time to socialize. So it improved my life so much. And what it was this question, like, who am I? I was in this relationship. I had this childhood. Is this who I am now? How much is this influenced by all of these experience I had? And bad experience especially, because it traps us in this safety, and we listen to other people more than we listen to our intuition. Because the thing is, if you are a deeper person, you want the purpose, you want more than just, the mainstream, like getting rich quick. And no, I want to improve things around me. I want to be a positive influence to people and to myself. I just wanted to prove myself that being authentic is not as scary as I thought. And I decided that I just don't have energy to be anything else. I'm fed up with being anxious, depressed, all of these things. Not saying that these things go away completely. But if you get validated for who you really are, if you get paid because you're giving someone a product that has the essence of you as an artist, as a designer, as a musician or photographer, whatever. it's an amazing feeling. It can undo this trauma of being bullied, being outcasted, like you don't fit in. You can't, like, you can go to therapy for years, but getting money for this, like getting money to be yourself, basically, putting it simply, is the most amazing thing that can happen to a person. I really believe that. I really believe that. I'll give you time to process this. Nah, but I'm serious. I'm serious. And I'm the type of person that's also a big trap. A big trap I need to warn you about is overthinking. It's really, really easy to do overthinking when you do something new. You do something new, you feel like you don't know that much. But if you do something that actually interests you, or that is like something that you feel like that is a purpose, that is why you're here, it's part of you, there is a certain ease to it still. And that's what I mean by, yes, work is work, making money is making money, but at the end of the day, how do I feel doing all of that? Do I feel like I'm wasting my time? Do I feel like I'm slaving away? Do I feel like I'm working for someone else's dream, for someone else's pockets? And it's just because they had the audacity, they had the confidence, they had the delusion. It's not that they're smarter on all of these things necessarily. Maybe they're more privileged and they just feel this confidence, like, yeah, I can do this, I can do that. And I finally feel that for the first time in my life, where I just put up things that I made. Okay, I just have 2, okay? I don't have more. But this is, for example, like snake bone, gemstone. I use silver, I use recycled materials, earrings. You know, here's one with the bones as well. You can see it. Oh yeah, now you can see it good. You can see it better on my Instagram if you're interested. But anyhow, I could have never planned for all of these things to happen. For me being able to work not work, but like have my things in a physical shop. To work that way. That I make things, I put them in a shop and they sell. I never thought it could be that simple. Isn't that crazy? And that just comes from not believing in yourself. Because you may think like, oh yeah, of course it works for you, you beautiful creature. But me, I'm this stupid waste of space. I can't do that. I can't do what you do. And this is nonsense. Like, this is absolute nonsense. I have been this person. I have been the one who thinks, well, other people can do it. They fit in more. They have a different accent than me. They have a different skin color. You know how all of these things are relevant. That's the truth. It is relevant. But there's no point in focusing on things that you can't control. It's just going to drive you crazy. It's going to get you into depression. And we want to avoid that. So having this privilege of feeling like selling is actually not that hard. It's not that hard. It's just the online game. I had to understand the online game, and I'm in the understanding, and now I'm in the process of like putting my ideas into reality in an online sense. Takes a little bit. It's a bit more difficult than just putting things into a shop, but it's possible. And I also don't like that word difficult because it feels like, actually, I want to embrace that word. Backtrack. I want to embrace that word, difficult, because when we have a little bit of resistance, that's where we grow the most, right? No, maybe you're spiritual, maybe you believe in God or whatever. I do believe that we have challenges sometimes that we just need to overcome. We need to overcome it for us, not for anybody else. And when we start to try to overcome it, because we don't know how we do it, but we just start, we just try. And that's with anything. That's with anything in life. You try, you experiment, you see, like you get feedback, so to speak. You get a response or no response. I don't like no response. I don't like posting things and not getting any views. But I accept it. I accept that there are factors that I'm not meeting at the moment, or it's a time thing, it's a luck thing sometimes as well, especially online. Well, luck. I mean, you, as I said, you can always perfect things. You can always educate yourself and learn things, learn how to do good hooks and storytelling and branding. And I do all of these things. I'm so many hours. But at the end of the day, we just have to try it out. We have to just take action. We have to start talking about it. Like, tell people your hobbies or what you like. I think at first I didn't enjoy talking about myself that way because it felt cringe to say I'm an artist, first of all. And then also I kind of didn't want people to see me, to judge me a certain way because I'm saying, oh, I like this, I like anime. Does that mean I'm a weirdo now, you know? Or do you just feel like this distance? And I just realized, I mean, I can't do anything. If people feel that way and then they don't want to engage further in a conversation, I'm not going to force them to talk to me, because now that we have the internet, we understand that there are lots of other people, no matter how weird you are. There are lots of other people who like the same shit you like. It doesn't matter how weird it is, you know, how out there sometimes. People like that stuff. We want to live. We want to live. And if you have things in the back of your mind that you feel like, you know, I really have these values or these thoughts that I can do something that it would benefit people in any way, or it would give them something that they want, you know, because nobody needs earrings. Who needs earrings? But people still want them, right? And ideally for me, I'm like, I'm not going to be one of these companies who pretend like I'm doing something and, oh, price it up so high, but I just buy everything from the cheapest place possible. I have no idea how it's been made. I have no idea what's on it, what's in it. I was like, that is my thing. Like, if I play this game, if I go into business and capitalism and I play the fashion world game and stuff, I'll do it my way. I'll do it my way. I don't care if people say, oh, yeah, Chanel, ooh, yeah, that's amazing, but what you doing? Like, and they don't even know the history. They don't even know how they were linked to Nazis. But anyways, also weird how Karl Lagerfeld was German. So why you're associated with Nazis? Like Coco Chanel was associated. And then the ideal candidate after as a designer is a German guy. And don't get me wrong, I kind of liked Karl Lagerfeld in a way, but just like it's just weird. But anyway, don't listen to people. Like, I still get so much advice on what to do with my brand. It's ridiculous. And I'm getting this advice from people who are in business, from people who are not in business. Some people just want to help, right? A lot of times people just want to help, but that's why they say don't talk about your ideas and stuff, because it's already a big struggle. And I think you should talk to people who understand all of these things, like who think deep. I noticed, and I'm not trying to be like, oh, I'm so proud of myself. I am, right? But I'm not saying other people can't do it. But I'm saying it's very rare to find a person who can look at things objectively and has enough experience and has seen enough. That's also another thing. Like, some people have such a small view of the world that when you come to them with anything, they just go based off what they heard. And what they hear sometimes is nonsense. Or it's not that important. It's not something to stop you and say, by the way, it's hard to do what you're trying to do. Like, how hard is it for me to go to work 40 hours a week? And if you do this, like, respect to you, okay? Because I can't. When people look at me and whisper because I go to the toilet once an hour. And not even long, right? It's not about me disappearing every hour for 10 minutes. Like, just briefly normal using the bathroom like a normal person. And because I'm not holding it and acting like I'm not a human, people want to whisper behind my back. Yeah, you know, that's crazy. And working 40 hours a week is too much. It's too much. I think 30 hours is plenty. 30 hours is plenty. I don't care to tell people my things sometimes, but I did start to hold back a little bit because it's just annoying. Like, when you have stuff in your head going on, right? You have a lot of things, ideas, you're processing these things. Maybe after this video, you're gonna start processing these things. And then somebody comes with their 2 cents that nobody asked for about another thing to worry about, or just like this negative view. Like, there are these people. And usually I would say, like, cut these people out if they're, or like, just don't talk to them about these things if they're close to you. But at the same time, there's so many negative people. There's so many limited people. It's the only reason why I'm actually posting these videos is for other people who are not normal. Maybe you're a bit more sensitive than others. Maybe you're just a complete artist in your head. Spiritual, all kinds of things. You didn't fit in the past or whatever. All of these things. Because a lot of people try to tell you what to do, have found one thing that worked for them, and they will tell you the same thing. It's as if I would say now, I'm gonna sell you a course on how I made my first 500 pounds in 2 weeks. Which is more realistic than what these people say. They say a crazy number. But I'm talking physical shop, like, yeah, this is it. Like, everybody has to go in a physical shop and sell accessories. And that's what these people do. They just do it with in a different context. They do it with digital products. I plan to make a course, like, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, I want to have, like, I don't know, I think I'll give like 100 people free access because I need to honestly see, like, I know for me and for people that I know and care about, that what I tell them works. If they do take into consideration the things I'm bringing up, things work out. But I want to see if I can help the most people possible. So it probably has to be a little bit tweaked, you know? I want to make it perfect. And then when it's perfect, I don't want it to be a barrier. I'm not going to be like these people say, you pay me this £1,000 for a course. Maybe in 20 years, when I have amazing experience that's really valuable, it makes sense. But anyway, I don't want to, like, we all know these people. We all know. I'm not saying it's bad to spend more money because it's a different service level. You know, it's a different service level. But that's the thing. I know that there are people who are like, all of you are trying to tell us what to do. And you just, like, you telling me you're successful. But all I see is you making a course. So you're just making money, telling other people how to make money. But the way you make money is just getting people into your course to tell them how to make money. What? What is going on? What is going on? So I worked for a company for 2 years. I managed a social media, and I'm just thinking about the fact how funny it is that I did that and it worked for them. when it comes to me, I was like holding back too much. I was holding back too much. But anyway, so I did that. I mean, I have a diploma in fashion and marketing and all of these things. I learned these things. And I'm having my own brand and making my own brand work. I think those are the types of people you need to listen to, maybe me or someone else. Because if they just sit there, do a podcast, and they just happen to be involved with certain people or happen to have money just to boost that. Anyway, enough roasting. I'm just saying there's so many people trying to tell you what to do. And at the end of the day, you can do anything by yourself. But one of my things was I was very alone. I was very alone in this. Nobody around me really was thinking in that way. Like everybody was just accepting that you just live a certain life, and it wasn't good enough for me. I was too depressed. I'm just telling you how it is, Some people think, oh, you think you're better than this, better than that. I was just depressed. It just depresses me. It affects my body. Stress is a silent killer, It's gonna... Anyway, I think that's enough ranting. I'm starting to get heated. Because it's frustrating. It's frustrating, You wanna just go back. I feel like I'm thinking about myself in the past. I want to go back and just shake myself. I'm just thinking like now I'm still holding back. But I had a few days of like brainstorming where I'm like processing it a little bit. And now I'm like in the video mindset where I'm thinking to myself, I have so many revelations. I have to just share it. So anyway, thank you for your time. Thank you so much. If you care, if you want to share it or like the video, subscribe if you want to. That will help for more people to just kind of have a different voice. I don't know if it's a good intro to me and my channel, but it's valuable regardless. So let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you for your time and see you soon. Bye.